Hi everybody, it's Janet with Fruit of the Vine Art Studio, and it's Wednesday at 8, and I'm popping on to do a little bit of a painting with you tonight. Let me pull it up on the computer here real quick. Oop, let me turn that off. We don't want to hear that extra sound bouncing back, do we? Anyway, when you hop on, I'd love it if you just leave me a comment, say hey, hi, tell me where you're watching from. I'd really appreciate it, like to know where you're at and who's out there with me. Thank you, Steve. I saw that right there. Thank you very much. That way I know I'm on the right page and I'm in the right place and that you can actually hear me. I appreciate that. Anyway, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do an Ohio cutout once again. Now that's holding it in your direction right there. But I'm actually going to flip it around here. Hey, Rick, I see you out there too. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to flip this around so that actually, because this is backwards, this way it's showing it properly to you. I'm going to paint this side. This is the actual way that it's going to be painted. And I'm going to put that on there today. So that's what we're going to paint. It's going to be really simple. I need 3 colors. I'm sure you can guess what those 3 colors are. A little bit of orange, a little bit of black, and a little bit of white. Now, as you can see, I've got my new studio back here behind me as I fall over. I got all my paints organized down here. I got a lot of stuff sitting on my shelves. I think I love it. I really do. I have to say it. Anyway, let me get some orange. Here, how about this one? That one doesn't look like he's got anything in him. And some black. I'm just going to use that right there. And a little bit of white. That's all I'm going to need for this. Now, as you can see, I'm sure you can already see what I'm going to do. I'm going to tilt you down right here. And then, I figured this out last night when we was doing our Angels Among Us, that this looks like a very far distance from right there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom you in on the action. So that way you're right in here on it. That way you see it right there. Okay. Very simple painting, obviously, as you can see, and it shouldn't take us very much time. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with the orange. Just going to pop that open. Now, this particular orange that I'm using is not a Bengal orange. Actually, in fact, it's pumpkin orange. Right there it is. That is pumpkin orange is what I'm using tonight. And I'm going to be using a flat brush for this. I'm going to use this 1/4 inch flat brush. I'm just going to dip right into the orange here, and I'm going to paint this background right in here with the orange. And it might take a couple of layers to get a nice, even looking coat of that orange back here. Sometimes the wood will really soak up the paint. So we're just going to probably have to put on a second coat, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. Let's first get on the first coat, huh? Before we start worrying about our second coat, let's first get on the first coat. Now this area back in there is going to be white, so... And I might just spruce it up when I get towards the end here and throw in another color. We're going to see how it goes. How long it takes us to get this much done. Because I don't want to keep you on here all night, but I do want to do a little project with you. I want to enjoy a little bit of painting with you. I had a really nice day today. Had a little party with some therapeutic art session with some ladies, and it went very well. We did some mindful projects, talked a bit, did a wooden door hanger of Love You a Latte. I have one right behind me here. It's the, well, it's like a Starbucks shaped cup that's on wood, and then it's shaped like that with the sleeve around the outside of it and the frothy stuff on the top of it and all that goodness is what it looks like. And then in the sleeve area, we wrote, Love You a Latte. Something along that something along that line. And put some pretty froth at the top. They were really nice. They turned out very pretty. Everybody's was so colorful and so different, and it was so much fun. I really, really enjoyed working with them today. I really enjoy those sessions. It's one of the highlights of my month. I have to admit that. Now, next thing I'm going to do, that's basically what I'm going to do with the orange for the moment. That's all I need at this point. And I'm going to get out a little bit of the black here. Actually, I should probably do the white in the background first, since that's the only white I'll be using. There's very little white in this, that's for sure. Probably have to go back and touch it up a little bit, but that's all right, too. We're not going to worry about touching up anything yet, no more than we're going to worry about putting on a second coat yet, huh? Let's get things in order. Now for this, I might use this brush. I'm just looking here and seeing what's available to me real close at hand. Try to keep a couple of my better brushes right next to me here. We look pretty good. We're going to do this one. We'll do this one right here. We're just going to fill in the back of the opening area of the bee with this white and this very small liner brush. Thing about the little small liner brushes is their strokes show a lot more. But I'm going to smooth that down a little bit. Pull it down this way. There we go. That looks a little better. Okay, then we're going to work on this one right here. And look and see if you guys can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, that's a pretty good shot. That's a pretty good view. See if I turn this light right here maybe a little more. Does that make that a little brighter? Trying to work on the lighting here in the studio because, you know, now that I've moved things around, I want to make sure that you guys are going to be able to see it the best that you can, you know. Facing the window, this way I'm hoping to get a little more of the regular sunlight to come in also so that we can work with some more natural light. That always is nice when you get nice natural light to come into the room. I'm just smoothing that down a little bit. That looks much better. And then I just need to edge this little piece right here. Now the Bengals, boy, this is something what I'm doing right now. I'm doing this in honor of the Bengals. The Bengals, I'm telling you. It has been since 1990 since the Bengals have been in a playoff. And, well, we're playing against the Raiders this Saturday, the 15th of January, in the playoffs against the Raiders, 4:30 here in Cincinnati. And this is the first time, like I just said, since 1990, since the Bengals have been in a playoff game. And the Raiders now, they were in a playoff game in 2002. So it's been a little bit more recent for them, but still 20 years. 20 years. So, you know, I mean, for both of the teams, it's a pretty big deal. Now, the last time we played the Raiders here in this season, we did beat them. Yeah, 32-13, I think it was. So, you know, hopefully we can just repeat that. You know, that's what we're sending the mojo on to the Bengals here, that we're gonna get them out there and they're coming to the jungle, buddy. So hopefully we're gonna reign in the jungle on Saturday. It's gonna be a wild game. Unfortunately, I do not have tickets and I will not be in attendance, only in spirit. So that will be my attendance in spirit. I'm going to turn this just a little bit here. We rootin'. And I'm just going to do this little outline down in this area. There's the outline that goes all the way around the bee. Kind of drag that brush almost as flat as I can get it. That makes it much smoother. The more you press down with the brush. Now I've got some cute Valentine's ideas coming up too. Saturday we're going to do I've got some wood crafts that I've got for us to do. I've got a few different things for us to paint. I've got a cute idea that I want you guys to get yourself a 2-liter bottle. Empty a 2-liter bottle, okay? That's what I'm asking you to do. Get you a 2-liter bottle and get an empty 2-liter bottle. And we're going to do a great craft with a 2-liter bottle for Valentine's Day. And it's not going to take much. It's just household items. Besides some goodies. I mean, you'll have to, it's to make someone a cute gift. You don't have to put anything in it, though. You can just make it as a decoration to sit in, to sit on your shelf. It can just be a cute shelf sitter, what we're going to do. But I don't want to give it all away. But it's going to be cute. Get yourself a 2-liter bottle. That's all it's going to take, and some aluminum foil and cardboard. And we're going to make something really cool. You'll be so surprised what we're going to do with a 2-liter bottle and some cardboard and aluminum foil. And it's going to make a great Valentine's gift. Cute idea. Okay. That looks pretty good right there. I'm going to get my other little brush back, and I'm going to get the black out. Ohio is upside down. I know. Unfortunately, the iPhone is the only phone that can, flip it. They can flip it the proper direction. So, yeah, it looks backwards. But it is the right direction. I know if I turn it that way, that looks more normal to you. But Pam, this is actually the right direction. I'm looking at it. Cincinnati over in this corner right here. We live in Cincinnati here. Unfortunately, my phone can't flip it around. I'll be able to flip it around when I do it, when I put it into the hyperlapse. When I download it, I'll be able to flip it around. But while I'm doing a live, my phone doesn't have that capability. I know somebody said there was a little wand at the bottom that before you go live, if you hit this little wand, that you would be able to flip that. But I've tried it, and maybe I'm just missing it, and I can't find it. I don't know. I cannot find it on my phone. I've tried numerous times. It takes me to a different place where I can put, filters on my face, and make myself look like a cat or a deer. But it doesn't want to give me the option to flip the picture around properly, to do a mirror image, because that's what I really need for it to do. I need it to do a mirrored image of what I'm doing, because it shows it backwards, and I don't understand it. It's just something in the phone itself, something in the Android system, I guess, and it's not addressed by them. I'm going to turn it back this way a minute so that I can try not to get it all up in the white up here. I'm going to take this brush and just sort of push it, almost like I'm scrubbing it right along the edge of that white. Just right over to here. I'm going to take it down this side. And just kind of mush it along right there. You'll hear me use all kind of technical terms here as I paint. I smush it and I mush it and I scrub it. Not real technical about it. But you know what? This isn't fine art. This is fun art. And that's what I'm doing. Just some fun art. Just some fun. And this is just for the fun of it. This is just being done just for entertainment purposes and fun. I love to paint and I love to share. So, I hope you guys enjoy watching. I appreciate you being here. Truly, I do. Now I'm just going to move this and push it up this way, just like I was saying before. Just take the tip of this brush and just kind of mush it along right here up to the white. Press it this way, just kind of pushing it back and forth. Taking it down to the bottom. go across this way, and that way I can clean up that edge right there with the white. Maybe need just a drop more of the black. Now that looks like that's almost a perfect width, but I'm not going to press that. I'm going to take this and turn it this way. And just work it back and forth. Work that right there. And then I'm going to take the edge of this. That's just a little bit thinner than my brush. So I am lightly, 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 lightly touching and pulling it towards me. Now before I do that top part, I'm going to turn it around and see if I can get the same. Nope, it's going to go over the edge. I'm going to have to come back this way again. Okay, that's about as clean a edge as I'm going to get that right there. So I'm going to stop. Not keep messing with that, or I'm going to end up mushing it up, and I don't want to mush it up too much. See, there's some of them technical terms again. I'm mushing it up. Now, you'll notice the whole time I'm just going to keep spinning this thing, so hope to not make you seasick or feel dizzy or anything. Just makes it easier for me to paint it if I can get it at the right perspective. And the lights are quite bright, so it makes it a little different. Sometimes I got to tilt my head up a little higher, a little further up to get the sheen to look just right to where I can see whether or not I'm getting to the exact spots. Now this I'm going to have to fill in. There we go. And now we're over to this side. And we'll just extend that just a little bit. I made it take just a little bit further down than it was supposed to, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be exact. It's not going on anybody's gameware or nothing. It's just a painting for me. Just for the fun of it. Just in honor of the Bengals doing this. It's been, like I said, since 1990, since we've been in a playoff. It's pretty exciting. I know the whole city's going to explode on Saturday, especially if we win. Especially if we win. It's going to be something. All right. Let me turn this. That seems, I don't know. All right. Now I'm going to just take this little brush here and work this edge right along through here. You can see I'm kind of pushing the paint towards the border of the bee. Instead of taking paint and putting it against that border and then pulling it back and away, I'm pushing it up. For me, that helps make a more smoother line around the outside. Now, that may not be true for everyone, but for me, just wiggling the brush back and forth like that, I can get a much smoother line. Just a very slight little wiggle, just sort of wiggling it back and forth. Now I'm going to smooth this a little bit before it tries to dry up here. I don't want it to have a thicker looking spot there. Just like around through there. Am I getting it out? I want to keep it in the, try to keep it in the frame for you all. Yeah, I'm gonna take it to the jungle. Need the music playing in the background. You guys will have to sing it for me. I can't copyright it. I'd get in trouble. I ain't looking to get in trouble. You never know. You got to be careful. Don't want to hit no kind of violations or anything like that. So, can't play music. So when it comes to doing these things like the online paint parties, I always suggest that you turn on some music that you find enjoyable in the background, and then you can enjoy watching paint or paint along and enjoy your music. And that way you're getting that whole party effect. Unless you would rather have me play like some elevator music, and I don't think anybody wants to sit here and listen to some god-awful elevator music. I'm just filling this real quick with the black. Now, you would want to make sure you get, I'm getting that, I can see that's a light spot right there. Okay, gonna bring this over here. I'm wanting to get this top portion to dry a little quicker. So I don't want it to be very thick. But I want it to be thick enough for coverage, right? That's the whole idea. You got to at least have enough paint on there to cover the wood. Because like I said in the beginning, this wood, I'm telling you, sometimes it will just soak up the paint. And then sometimes it does pretty good. All right, let's just take the brush and swoosh it back and forth here. There we go. Get a little more paint. Push it over here. And then just pull it back. There we go. Try to make that look nice and smooth right in this area. Yeah. Now that song's going in my head. Honestly, I don't know about you. I can hear it. I can hear it playing in my head. Okay, I'm just going to take this and push it right along the edge of this side. The division playoff game. They're the leaders of the division. I'm trying to get it right in the head here. All right. Just got a little bit more to go. Here we go. I'm going to just push this up. Right up to that line. Might have to get just a smidgen. Let me get a little bit over here. I can see it. It needs to be a little thicker in a spot there. Right up against that line here. I was wondering, should I have done the cat? Should I have done the Bengal cat? I thought about doing the cat. I really did. I thought about doing the cat tonight, and then I thought, that might take too long to try to do that and fill all that in. It would be, you know, more of an intricate design. So I thought, well, maybe shouldn't do the cat. Maybe just go ahead and do the bee, because we all know the bee. Anyway, I'm going to go around the edges here. And that will protect it when you go to put it on your door hanger. When I go to put it on my door hanger, ain't nobody else going to be putting it on their door hanger. But that's the reason why you're going to bother to paint this. I'll take a picture of it once I get it on the door and post it for you guys so you can see how it looks hanging on the door. Just going around the wood, the top of that, right in there. Don't know if you guys can see, or maybe I should just not do this part online and just do it afterwards. Instead of having you guys sitting here watch me just go around the edges of it. That's how to be quick. Got a lot of little nooks and crannies down here in these little cities. Now, let me think. Do you think I should add some green at the top and put some vines and some leaves like in the jungle, or should I just leave it alone as it is? Just leave it with the black and the orange and the white? Or do you think I should add some vines at the top using some green? What do you guys think? Put it in the comments. What do you think I should do? What would you do? Leave it be? Leave it be? I'm trying to decide. Trying to decide. Takes this little brush a little bit to get all the way around the bottom of it, doesn't it? You just wait till the reel comes out. It'll go flying by. Those reels, they crack me up. They are something, though. You know, take like 30-second reels. It's hard to take something and get it down to 30 seconds. Although a lot of the reels are just funny. I've watched a lot of them, and they're just plain funny. I enjoy just watching silly stuff like that, though. That's funny. Something different. It's funny, as I turn it, I can see where it's not actually covered well at all. Yeah, Ohio is an upside down kind of state. I don't know. I've lived here my whole life. What can I say? Can't really talk bad about the place. Never chose to leave it. I've stayed right here my whole life. Alright. Now that side's done. Just got to do this over here. And that'll be completely covered. Right in here. Darken that up a little bit. Yeah, there it is. Smooth that down a little bit right here. I can see where it came up over the edges. It'll help it dry quicker. There we go. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. Don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. Just going to make it just like that. And there we have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I really, truly appreciate you being here. I had a great time. Thank you so much. I'll see you again real soon. Bye.